Hello everybody, welcome to Story Time. This one's for Year 3 and 4. I'm Mr. A, and it's time for Chapter 3 of the 39 Steps. Right, Chapter 3 is entitled On the Run. When I reached the station, there was no time to buy a ticket. I barged past platform officials and jumped into the last carriage of the Scottish Express with seconds to spare. As the train rattled north, I pulled Scudder's notebook from my pocket. I was pretty certain that all I needed was a key word to unlock the code, but as the hours passed, everything I tried failed to make any sense. Eventually, I dozed off, and I only just woke in time to change at Dumfries. A slow Galloway train took me through a land of little wooded glens to a great wide moorland gleaming with lochs and fringed with hills. As the compartment filled with locals, I felt as if every one of them was eyeing me with suspicion. Then I caught sight of something that only heightened my anxiety. The man next to me had a copy of the midday edition of The Scotsman. There on the front page screamed a headline that made my blood run cold. Portland Place murder. Killer flees north. Police investigating the brutal murder, and as yet the police would have wasted no time contacting the ports and stations with my description. Those officials at St Pancras must have remembered me. I suddenly became aware of two men opposite who were engrossed in the same newspaper. They must have read the report. Was there a description of me? Had I already been recognised? I felt as if half a dozen pairs of eyes were boring into my very soul. At that moment, the train shuddered to a halt. We were at the end of a small stone bridge spanning a coursing stream. It seemed as if fate was giving me a nudge. As casually as possible, I left the compartment and walked along the corridor. Making sure I could not be seen, I opened a door and dropped into a tangle of hazel bushes which edged the line. I scrambled through the thicket, reached the edge of the stream, and soon found cover in the bushes 100 yards away. From my hiding place, I could see the reason for the train's sudden halt. A stray sheep had wandered onto the line ahead. Luckily, the guard who had already alighted to remove this obstruction had clearly been too busy to notice me. He herded the beast clear of the track, and within 5 minutes the train was on its way. I only hoped that no one on board had witnessed my dramatic departure. It's the end of Chapter 3. Have a great day, everybody. See you again tomorrow for Chapter 4 of the 39 Steps. Have a good day. Bye-bye now.